Hey guys, Steven from Arkansas here. Well, actually, I'm not really that depressed. I've been having pretty good days the past few days. All things considered, got a lot going on in life, as most of us do. Yeah, it's like I've been having problems with my lungs, of course. Asthma acts up for me during the winter time. But that's just a minor problem. It's like I'm going back to court in a couple of weeks. So my anxiety is acting up. Depression's just fine at the moment. Talked to my ex the other day. It's like we went to therapy for my daughter. And because her new man couldn't shut up, it's like I have no reason to talk to him. It's like my daughter, any question she asks, I'll answer her to the best of my ability. I'll even answer a few questions from my ex. But somebody I don't know asking me a bunch of stupid questions, demanding answers for things they don't know anything about, just because my ex told some lies. Yeah, it wasn't fun, that hour in therapy there. I did what I could. My autism kicked in while we were there. It's like, that's what you do. You shut down. Some people like to yell more. That, that's me. When my anxiety acts up, I have a naturally loud voice. So, I have to focus to keep my voice low. Autism makes us different. Speak, act, look different. I've been often saying is like autism has a certain look. It's not noticeable to normal people. But they always look, I would say, it's a little bit puzzled. Something like that, I think. I've seen a few photos, and there's one of my daughter making a particular expression. And I have some friends on social media that in different autism groups, and I've seen their kids make a similar expression that she did. It's like, you got so much to say and nobody will listen to us. It's like, I've had occasions like that where it drives me nuts. I think I'm speaking. It sounds to me like I'm speaking, but nobody's hearing what I'm saying. It's like back when I was young. Uh, the only way I can describe it, there was an alternate place I would go to at certain times. And during those times, I'd be playing with my hands, as my family called it. My parents didn't like that, and my brothers is like, oh, that's my brother Steven. He ain't right. Uh, Come to find out, they're right. I'm different. I'm neurodivergent. The rest of you who don't have a clue about what it's like are neurotypical. It's like thinking you can understand it and say is like, well, it's like autism is like you're supposed to act a certain way, or we're all a little bit autistic. As it was said in that movie, that word you're using, I don't think it means what you think it means. One does not simply help an autistic person, whether a child or adult. As we get older, most of us, those on, I get confused. I assume higher end means you have more difficulty speaking and getting your point across, and lower speaking, lower on the spectrum, means you're more like me. It's like people who can't speak at all. It's like I usually refer to it as fully autistic. And there's those in the middle, lower middle, I'll phrase it that way. It's like you ask this question out about our favorite topic or subject. You can't get us to shut up then. I'm that about my hobbies, books, space, and my Marvel and other sci-fi memorabilia. Proud of my collection. Got quite a few of the items actually for free. But yeah, we go off on tangents. This thing is like 1 in 4 people, I think it's said, have mental health issues. It's like for a majority of people that are in that 1 in 4, 25%, most of them can handle it and pull themselves out of it. It's like I'm largely a major depressive order of PTSD and high anxiety. It's like I can't handle stress. It's like my anxiety goes through the roof and I start acting out. However, I think is appropriate at the moment, which usually ain't appropriate. No, we're not appropriate. We'll ask stupid questions. Things will pop out of our mouth and we'll say things that's just like, why did you say that? We don't know. And you're there yelling at us or trying to make us listen to you, and we don't care what you're doing or saying or anything else. We're going to wander off doing our own thing. It's like, that's what I half think my heart issue might be causing my, what was it called? Absent seizures, where I'm just not there. I'd like to say my memory, as I've gotten older, has gotten worse, but even in my 20s, my memory was terrible. It's like, I'm not ADD or anything like that. I can focus pretty well, except when my depression acts up. We lack focus when we're in depressed episodes. It's like, and there's some days where we can't get out of bed. And that's the absolute truth. It's like some days, it's like, as I usually call it, it has its ups and downs. Right now, I'm largely on the upswing, and I'm handling my depression better, as long as I can control my stress levels. And sitting here by myself, I can. That's comma, I'm not demanding anything other than normal visitations with my daughters. My ex is like, no, 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 no. As my Scarlett says, my middle daughter. I'm not going to say everything that happened at the therapy session, but there's some things there. It's like they're wanting to point it all at me, that my mental health issues cause these problems in my daughter. But I wasn't there for 2 years. I did not traumatize my daughter. If anything happened to her, it's while under their watch. So I think she'll be happier and healthier with me, but I'm not going to make her. That's the key thing. Teenagers, which she's in her mid-teens. She's 14 right now. Feel like they have no control, and they feel like they're big, and it's like, 15 or 16 or whatever. It's like, you know everything. It's like, she still has her moments, and she's such a sweet girl. Whatever they did to her, accusing me of certain things I would never do. It's like, but they'll believe what they want to, as I've said many times, and she's tried to use that word against me recently. And why do I talk about my life? It's like, it's the ongoing struggles. Some of what I'm saying will resonate with somebody at some point, I hope. It's like, we all have our lives, we all have our day-to-day activities. It's like we get up in the morning or in the evening, whatever your schedule is. I've always been a second shift sort of person. I've always functioned better 4 to 12. I usually get up about between 10 and 12, then I get more active in a few hours, then I'm usually up till midnight. And somewhere around midnight, I try to lay down, go to sleep, and get back up again. It's like, I'm thankful I got a pretty regular schedule. That's one of the most important things with autistic people, as well as with people with depression. Try to keep them on a schedule. Both of us will resist depression and autistic people. And autistic people with depression, we love our schedules. But depression doesn't want to follow a schedule. So you get OCD about certain things. You'll check things over and over again, which I do in quite a few things. Things have to be organized a certain way. That's one of the things I loved about my daughter, my middle daughter. It's like, it makes sense to them. I've seen that many times. We'll line things up a certain way. And other people might look at it as like, that's out of order. But to us, it's perfect. The way I got my things set up in my apartment, as I've said many times, I can close my eyes and walk around here and know exactly where I'm at. I won't trip over anything or fall over anything. It's like, you got to keep up your hygiene. Got to drink water regularly. Don't drink only bad stuff. I've talked about that before. It's like, you have a choice between regular sodas, energy drinks, or diet drinks. Diet drinks may provide less sugar, but they have some bad sugar in them that can cause cancer. Regular sugar drinks, all you're getting is sugared water. A lot of sugar, a lot of caffeine. Not exactly healthy. Then you got your energy drinks. Just like, there's a lot of good stuff there, but the caffeine amount in some of the energy drinks nowadays is horrible. It's like the amount there is more than you would need during a regular day, or even a highly active person would need during a regular day. Too much caffeine can kill you, same as too much water, or too much of anything can kill you. It's like, even alcohol in small amounts are healthy, but if you can't drink alcohol, don't drink alcohol. If you, I don't know. It's like, I've been having a little bit of off day today. It's like trying to get things focused in mind for what's coming up in the next couple of weeks. It's like, Lord, grant me the strength to change the things I can, the wisdom to grow. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the strength to change things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's like mental health awareness, people. I hope somebody reads this and gleans something from it that's helpful. And if my ex is watching my YouTube videos that she downloads because she thinks she can use them against me, have at it. All these videos will still be up for as long as I'm around. Okay, thanks guys. Steven from Arkansas out.